obviously a lot of entertaining celebrities, but Norm Macdonald used to come on our show in the early days, and those were, I thought, great television because we never knew what was happening, and it was always teetering on the edge of, it was all about to blow up. It's all about to fail, and it would always end brilliantly. And then he stopped coming around, and it was just a period that passed. And I was always sad about that because I thought, we're a very celebrity-conscious age, and people always think that the best guests are the biggest celebrities. Sometimes, the best guests are these people that you have a weird connection with, and it's compelling television. People see and they talk to me about it later on. Like, I'll be out in the world walking around, and people will say, "I saw that when you were with Harlan, or when you were with Norm, or with Will, and that really got wild and crazy in a way that they don't see on television now."
Have you, over the years, who are some of the people who have been your go-to people? That I just remember Dave in his early years had Terry Garr and he had Sandra Bernhard.
Yes.
And they were kind of magic together. Who are your...
I had so many people. Norm Macdonald was this person who would come, you all know Norm Macdonald, but Norm Macdonald, when we'd have him on in the early days, to this day I've never interviewed anybody like Norm Macdonald.
Who was the best guest that you've ever interviewed, and who was the worst?
I love Will Ferrell. I also love Norm Macdonald because he comes on and his stories are all invented. None of them are real. They're all old farmers' daughters jokes. And he pretends he'll come on. I'll say, "What's up, Norm?" He'd be like, the other day I was walking down the road and a pirate comes up to, I'm like, "What?" Yeah, a pirate comes along, and he's got 3 pigs with him. One of them is wearing a hat, one's got a pipe, and then it's just a complete waste of everybody's time that's absolutely delightful and hilarious. And so I love him.
Your favorite guests are always like the Bill Burr, Norm Macdonald. This might go off the rails really fast. Type of guys.
Yeah. Norm Macdonald, one of the great talk show guests of all time. He invented something that Norm Macdonald invented this amazing thing that I've never seen anybody do before or since. It's kind of like he split the atom. It was that revolutionary. Norm would come on and he would, instead of telling you a real story, like if I had you on the show and you're like, "Hey, Bill, tell me, and remember I was living in Chestnut Hill once," and you would tell a real story about what happened to you in your life. Norm tells old jokes as stories that happened to him.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Norm, what are you up to?" And I mean really old jokes from like the 1920s. And he'd be like, "Well, Conan, I don't know if you're aware that I purchased a farm, Conan." I'd be like, "Really? You purchased a..." Yeah, I purchased a farm. Of course, I have 3 daughters." And I'm like, "You have 3 daughters?" "Yeah, I have 3 daughters on the farm. One very attractive, one not as attractive, and of course the third not, kind of, well, she's ugly, Conan. She's ugly." And I'd be like, "Well, one day this traveling salesman comes to the farm, and he says, now, Norm, I tell you," and then it's like he's telling an old traveling salesman joke.
Yeah.
But
about halfway through where it's going.
I usually know. I know kind of what he's doing. I'm laughing that he has the balls to do this. I'm laughing at the audacity. So I don't even care if this joke lands or not. I'm laughing that he's committing to the fact that, no, he doesn't have a farm. He doesn't have 3 daughters. There's no traveling salesman. But he doesn't care in a way that is exhilarating and scary at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And plus, he probably has some people in the audience who are taking completely seriously, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's got some people thinking.
We call them tourists.
Yes, we call them. They're usually from San Bernardino.
Well, Norm had the greatest talk show moment in the history of talk shows with Courtney Thorne-Smith.
That was epic. That was so great. And it's funny because
it's lived on. Who knew that we were going to have YouTube eventually? We could just queue it up on command.
God bless YouTube. I had no idea when those things were happening. I thought, we're talking 1993, 94. When those things were happening, I thought, what did I know? I just thought if you were up and you saw it, That means you saw
That was it.
You saw an amazing thing happen. And if you, and then maybe if I get to stay on the air long enough, we'll have a 1-year anniversary show, and maybe you'll see it then. But if you're not there for that, it's gone. And now I meet people, I mean, that around the world that will say, "Oh, I just saw that thing with you and Norm and Courtney Thorne Smith." And I'll think, that was a moment of my life when I was 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like 85 now. Like, how is that possible?
But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for Courtney.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
And we're going to read jokes. We read jokes.
I thought you were going to talk about this thing.
We're going to talk about the man. What about the man great?
Is that like a genital cleanser?
No! No, my God. What is the man great, you ask?
Okay.
Huh?
Fine. I didn't, but...
You didn't ask. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates.
Iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Cast iron.
Iron?
Cast iron grilling grates that are
kidding when you say iron?
You know what? Don't be like Larry King. That I say iron and he's up my asshole for 4 days.
It should be iron. That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah?
You know, right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest
language
To
to
me,
learn.
it's the easiest. Man great. Great. Have you heard of the man great?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear about it?
On Adam Carolla's podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? Do you have a father? Man great is the perfect gift for this Father's Day. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% made in America. If he was dead, it would have been a really bad moment in the commercial. Your dad's alive?
No.
God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Your father's dead. But you have children. You are a father.
Yes, and I'm not dead.
Yes.
Maybe you'll give me one and
I'll give you one. Is your mom still alive?
My mom?
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
Jesus Christ, is any of your relatives alive? It's man great. They're revolutionizing the way people grill. What, Adam Egan? It's true. You haven't heard of the revolution? You can put chicken on this or steak. That's not that unique. It has heavy duty grilling grates. Why are you laughing? You think the grilling grates are flimsy?
These are very heavy.
Yes, no, but that's part of the charm. It weighs a lot of pounds.
Is that heavy?
Yeah. Listen, man, what was that Vegas story?
Shit. Jesus Christ. Sorry. What is in that?
Again. It's revolutionizing the way people grill.
Jesus.
What?
I thought it was like a... All right.
You want to hear what it has?
Yeah.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Listen. No more dry meat. What do you think of that?
Good. You want your meat juicy.
Oh, come on now. Don't make it sound like a fat, plumpy, delicious cock. No more flare-ups. You know, on your barbecue, there's all those big flare-ups. It was named one of 2012's best grilling accessories. There's more facts about the man grate than about Nick. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man grate. Chicken, steak, has never tasted so good. Hey, how about this? Each Norm Macdonald show order comes with a heavy-duty grilling brush.
Jesus.
You don't want to put that on your not dry meat?
Look at that. Those things are dirty.
No.
That's from the iron.
Are you sure?
Yes. Well, it's not from my cock.
What?
I just went to the bathroom. You say cock so much.
I'm in your butt.
Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey,
Your mouth is my toilet.
again. This commercial is like a mini-series. Are you a jingoist? 100% made in America. 100% cast iron. Mangrate.com. Thank you, Andy. That's yours. You just threw your own going away present with contempt to the floor. That was our only sponsor.
Oh, yeah, and you lost.
Yeah, now we found out we lost Mangrate as a sponsor. And then earlier today, I think we were told legally we can't say we lost them as a sponsor even.
Yeah, I think we were still waiting to find out if we were allowed to say that.
But anyways,
Fuck
that
it,
was
who cares?
Schwartz.
We lost them.
That was Nick Schwartz and that it all up.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around. No.
One of your lesser known, but one of my favorite things you've ever done is a commercial you did for the Man Grate.
God. That's an online only thing, don't you think?
It's got like 100,000, maybe a couple of million views. And I just want to know, did they ever come around to your interpretation of their ad and their product?
No, what he's referring to is I have this podcast that, I do this podcast, I don't make any money off it. And then they're like, do this commercial. I'm like, fuck, I don't even make any money. And so there was this goddamn thing called a Man Grate. And it weighed like 100 pounds. It was supposed to be some sort of cooking device for steak. And I had to read all this thing. And I couldn't even lift it. I was like sweating profusely. And talk about what it was. And then, I don't know.
It gets very colorful.
Like what?
It gets very colorful.
It gets very colorful. Yeah, and I'm not going to say what I said here in a house of worship. But no, they never came around to seeing the...
that sponsorship ended.
That sponsorship ended without amicability.
Yes, I did. Is that you? Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Yeah, and then if you want to give that to me.
Oh, sorry, you want to do it? Hey, Norm Macdonald here in the Seattle at the Moore Theater. Everybody always wants to know what it's like backstage. It's sometimes better than this. Now, apparently I have a Seattle fan club. And I didn't know, I knew nothing of this, but they've sent me stuff, so I thought I would open it up live so that you see it the very time I see it. Oh, it seems to be a long letter. Oh, as the founder of the Seattle chapter of the Norm Macdonald Fan Club, and then if I find something else, we'll put it up. A picture of a lady. It's a Norm from, I don't know.
I got to meet Norm, and I also got to prove my fucking fanhood to him, and I made him happy. So it's really special, and I have it on camera. But my final photo on Tinder is a photo of Norm actually holding my headshot that I signed and left for Norm, a screenshot that he posted on his own Instagram story. So Norm never posted Instagram stories. And what happened is this. So I flew to LA one time, literally leaving letters at every comedy club I knew Norm frequented about my fan club and with little gifts. He never got them because when he made it to the Moore Theater, which I pulled every string I have in Seattle to get this damn gift for him in there, I designed a shirt for him and a shirt for his mom, a picture of them together with their favorite foods, a fudgesicle and a banana. It's really cute. And just to jump ahead, his mom actually wore the shirt in all the videos after that they ever made together.
Whoa. Why did God make only one Yogi Bear?
Because when he tried to make a second one, he made a boo-boo. If I could say one thing about the real heroes of the country, which I believe are the teachers, you know? I don't believe they're the real heroes. I misspoke again. I think the real heroes are the real heroes. Teachers, they get good press though, because people often say to me, you know who the real heroes are? I go, are they the real heroes? They go, no. I go, oh, they're the teachers. It's counterintuitive that it doesn't seem like a heroic job, but yes. First of all, if you're a teacher, you get the same fucking vacations as a child. You get like 4 months a year off. My vacation? I get almost no time off. We're 48 weeks a year. Like 4 weeks a year I get off. What about you? You're not one of those fucking teachers, right? She seems like a teacher. Now, are you a teacher? What do you teach? What grade? High school. What grade? What grade? No, but what grade? Not so easy when it's the other way around. It's always easy to ask the questions. The real heroes are the fucking students. I actually have to answer the question. Now, what grade do you teach? 9 through 12. So you need a grade 13 education. You're the real hero. No, you're the real hero. No, I'm just kidding. You're the real hero. Our husband's like, you're not the real hero. Shut the fuck up. I know, it's a fun thing to say. But what do you do? What do you do for a living that your wife's the real hero? Well, you know you're not the actual real hero, don't you? You look obsessed. Did you see how upset she is? So you actually feel you're the real hero? See, I think you've disqualified yourself a little. Because I believe real heroes don't think they are. Because when you hear the real heroes, they go, how the fuck did you run into that fucking fire and pull a guy out? You're a hero. And they go, no, it's the teachers. Not me. I'm a little scared now. I gotta go lie down. Gotta pull the guy out of a fire. That's a good job. Come on. Everybody's shorter than you. Are you worth it? They have to do whatever the fuck you said. No, I'm sorry. What did you say? What? That's an odd word for a school teacher to use. I didn't know that people that were teaching our young children were bandying around words like retard. I'm just kidding. No, they do a lot of good. You know what I read, actually, though? A serious statistic. They actually fuck more students than... Talk to a hero. No, they actually fuck more students, if you can believe this, than priests. You know how priests... Nobody likes priests. Nobody's going around to a priest to the real hero. And your actual priests, who I know, I'm not a Catholic, but I know pastors, you know, and my God, they most of them that I know do the Lord's work, you know. I mean, they go out and they're in hospitals and stuff, and they're doing stuff, and for no money, you know, and no recognition, and it's got to kill them, like going, yeah, people think fuck kids. You know? Like, if I was a priest, man, I just let it be known. Like, I do a TV commercial. I go, hey, listen, I'm Father Norm here. Come on down to my church. I won't fuck your kid. I'll tell you that. That's the first thing, I promise you. I'll tell you a little something about myself. I'm Father Norm, as I've told you, and 20 years or so ago, I took a vow of chastity. Now, what that means is I cannot have sex with a lady, you know? Now, that's tough, because I like ladies, and especially the ones, you ever see those ones where they press their tits together, kind of, they got a little cleavage on, but they look kind of hoary, but it looks like they don't know they're whores? Anyway, that's my type. Everybody has their own type. The point is, I don't even fuck them, let alone a child, for God's sake. Why would I want to fuck a child? So anyways, go down to Father Norm's. I will not fuck your kid. And you can leave your big-titted whore wife at home. I don't need that hanging around asking me questions all the time. Jumpy. You gotta admit, though, the guy that put that flag in the Iwo Jima, he's close. That guy went to the moon. He didn't know that when he got there, the fucking spacecraft would crash, or there'd be moon aliens or shit like that. I mean, I know he's not. I know it's not grade 11 biology, but I mean, it's something. It's something. Imagine any fucking other fucking job, you know, you go, hey, I'm the civil servant, I'm a hero, you know, you're fucking retarded, but a teacher, memorize this shit. Back tomorrow, then you gotta tell it to me. Remember, I remember everything I say and then you repeat it to me. I got some problems for you. I know you're a child and that you don't have any problems. That's the cool thing about being a child, but guess what? You fucking got some now. On account of I've got some heroic work to do for you. Sure, you're a nice lady. Very, very heroic. But, listen, guys. In science, do you teach Newton? Isaac Newton? You know, what are you, retard? Isaac Newton? There's kind of a... The hero that called me a retard is actually a retard herself. Everything's turned on its elbow. I'm sorry, what? A treadmill? Have I seen one? Wait, I don't even get it. It's not good when people are groaning and I don't understand it. No, have I ever seen a treadmill? Yes, of course. You mean the things you walk on? Yeah, I've seen it millions of times. What? Maybe I am a retard. Yeah, you walk on them. They're in gyms and they go, no, that's not a treadmill? You remind me of these fucking teachers I used to have. I said yes, I go, nah. I thought it was it, nah. I'm pretty sure I have seen a treadmill, no matter what you say. It's a thing you walk on and then, right? You're not, what? You wouldn't be sure that I'd seen a treadmill? Well, you see, you're probably very bad at grading people. At some point, when you ask a student a question, and they give you an answer, you have to take them on faith. Well, there'd be no motive for me to lie about that question. I've seen dozens, hundreds of them. I don't want to brag, but you know, I've been around. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen treadmills you wouldn't understand. Baby, I don't think I'll ever see you. Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
I mean, that's, you're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted.
What?
I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay. That means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy. You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that actually. A deeply, according to you, a deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you. When you know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, deeply closeted man.
I listened to your book.
You listened to books?
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, I listened to books.
Oh, my God. That must have been... I was trying to get through it.
No,
I don't know how to talk.
I wanted to ask you that. I wanted to ask you how, because I did a book and I read it, and I was just a flat line. There was no inflection.
Well, that's what I did. Yeah.
No, it's so fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, because you tell it. I mean, the book is written it's like a Cormac McCarthy kind of a book.
Noirish kind of, yeah.
Yeah, and so you do it in a way that's got that almost like a narrator. Like what was the book that became a movie? No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
It's almost like the narrator from that is doing your book.
I never saw that movie. Was there a narrator? Everybody tells me you have to.
Oh, it's great.
Movie.
Yeah, you'll love it.
And I love the Coen Brothers more than anybody.
But
that was Coen Brothers, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
But there was a narrator in it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
If there wasn't, then it would be what the narrator would sound like.
What's his name was in Big Lebowski, like guy with the big mustache that plays the cowboy.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
So great.
Yeah.
But he was the narrator.
But no, what were you thinking when you narrated it in terms of...
I was real scared because I didn't know I've never listened to a book on tape, you know? And I was like, are you supposed to do different voices? Like if there's a girl... Do you go like, hi there? I was like, I don't think I could do that. And then are you supposed to act? Because that was exactly the fear that you said I had, that it was just going to be flat, monotone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't listened to it, so I'm glad that it sounds okay.
Yeah.
Because they said like an actor, I said, well, that's going to be ridiculous if people get it.
Yeah.
And it's my life and it's an actor.
Right.
So I have to do it. But, Spade said, like, it doesn't count for your sales, so it kind of hurts you. But then they say, well, people that read books, people that listen to books don't read them all, you know what I mean? And that's their lifestyles, listening to books. Which I've never gotten into, but my friends do. I
like it because, especially if it's read by the author, because then... I don't like it when it's read by an actor because then I feel like I'm the third guy to ingest the material.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
But if it's the author, then
So, because also I would be interested in hearing how they sound.
Oh, you know what?
If it's
You're on my audiobook.
What?
You're on my audiobook. I did a book and it was called Dear Mrs. Fitzsimmons, Tales of Redemption from an Irish Mailbox. And it was letters that my mother had received my whole life when I was in trouble.
Oh.
It was cool. Police reports and teacher thing. And I had celebrities read the different letters and you read one of them when you did my podcast. You're on my audiobook.
God, you just tricked me into...
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, you had me read something.
Yep.
But I don't think you told me what it was for.
No, I just told you to read it.
That's hilarious.
But you had a guy reading on yours.
Signing releases or anything?
Yeah, I know. We got a release. Yep, we got the release. I think your head was somewhere else. I think Ben Hoffman was with you.
I sign anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you go to a show and they just tell you to sign something.
Yeah.
Like Brian Regan had a funny thing about I could buy a house, He's signing all the papers, He's like, I hope you're not ripping me off. I don't know what I'm signing. I hope you're not taking all my money. Because, you have to sign like a weird thing is your accountant, if he cheats on your taxes, you're responsible.
Yeah.
Like you go to jail because you signed the stupid thing at the end.
Right. Do you read yours?
Well, I know I got a real honest guy. Like he's so honest that he doesn't get any. I don't get any savings or anything.
Yeah.
Like I go, what about can I say I use part of my house to write, think up jokes?
Yeah.
And he's like, do you really? I'm like, no. So he's like, no, you can't. I'm like, no, but I do. Yes, I meant to say yes. And he's like, you said no. So I blew it. I should have said yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's good that he's super honest.
It is amazing what you can write off as a writer performer.
Yeah.
You know, my
Nonsense, right?
accountant's like, write anything. He could,
Like every meal, right?
Every meal, and then when I go on I went to Spain on vacation with my family.
Yeah.
But I did a gig. Some guy emailed me and he's like, "Hey, I hear you're coming to Barcelona, and I'm a show producer. You want to do a show in a bar?" I said, "Absolutely." So I went out and he said, "Just we'll charge at the door, and then you just take all the money."
Yeah.
And then I ended up with $500 in Spanish money, and then I got to write off the entire trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
The whole trip.
Well, I think 1/5.
Amazing.
I guess my part 1/5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
1/4 for 4 people in the family. So let's talk about the
Spain.
book. It's called Based on a True Story.
Oh yeah, and you listened to it.
I listened to it. Yeah, and I really
Kind of afraid of listening to it.
I don't want to blow smoke up your ass, but it is just it's so smartly constructed. Smartly.
Oh,
see,
thank
I
you.
like when you try to compliment somebody on being smart and you sound like a fucking idiot.
No, I think that's a word.
It's smartly constructed. I like the way you create this. It's like what's his name who drove to Vegas? The
Adam
Rolling
Egan?
Stone. No, the Rolling Stone.
Hunter
writer.
S. Thompson.
Yeah, it's got got some Hunter S. Thompson
Oh,
in it.
it's very influenced by Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah.
And Adam Egan, who I know, who you just torture in the book.
Yeah.
Adam is the manager of the Comedy Store, or the world famous Comedy Store in Hollywood. And what made you decide to just make him your patsy in this book?
Well, he's a really good guy. And then when, I did this video podcast they wanted me to do, and I said I should get a sidekick, like just pretend it's a talk show.
Yeah.
And but I didn't want I wanted somebody. I wanted to make the host sidekick relationship just way magnified, to what it was with Carson and Ed McMahon. So just a guy I could pile onto, and I didn't want any blowback, so I didn't want to get a comic that would joke back at me.
Right.
So I did the podcast with him, and it turned out to be perfect.
Yeah, I saw an episode where you're supposed to do an ad for the Man Grape, and you and you just by the end it would convince anybody not to buy a Man Grape.
Yeah, well, I made no money for it, so I was like, I have to do ads, but yeah. So, but it was in a kind of a self-fulfilling thing. Like in the second episode we did a little comedy bit where I said, we got some letters from people, comments. And they're pretty good for the most part. And then I read them, and it'd be like, this guy says, because the first show was me and Super Dave. This guy says, it was great to see Norm and Super Dave, 2 comic heavyweights, sparring together, lose the douchebag. And so the second one was like, I love the show, everybody was great, but lose cunt face. And so, anyways, it became self-fulfilling, and then everybody started actually doing it. And so I kind of felt sorry for Adam. It's like, every week I read these messages, and they're just all, now my nickname is Cunt Face, like on the message boards.
And he's just this sweet guy. He's like the most sincere guy in the world.
No, yeah, he's very, very earnest and sweet. So yeah, I asked him, I said, I want to have a guy that's dumber than me in the book.
You're right.
So I was like, I want it to be Gleason and Art Carney.
Right.
So he said he'd do it. And I said, you're actually smarter than me, because I always thought Art Carney was smarter than Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners.
Yeah, right.
Because he knew that none of these schemes were going to work out.
Right.
He was just satisfied with being a sewer worker. Like, he worked with shit. And the only jokes, it was a super clean show, but once in a while they do a shit joke about working ankle deep in shit, and having his lunch in the shit. But anyways, that was my idea, was to have a guy that I could the dumbest guy ever in the book. have to.
Meanwhile, he has turned around the Comedy Store. He came in, and that place was like.
Did he ever?
I mean, nobody would work there. I mean, I didn't work there. It was just it was chaos.
Well, apparently the guy that books people, whatever,
Yeah.
it was very unpopular.
Right.
Before. Now that's what Adam does. He was the manager, but now he decides who goes. He says it's torture for him because he's so sweet.
Right.
And everyone's coming up to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets guys to come. Because every time he's with me and there's Spade's there, he's like handing him. I'm Adam. If you ever want to come and work out, and then people do.
Yeah.
Like Spade started to.
Yep.
And so yeah, he did turn it around.
And now it's packed every night. Every show is sold out. It's amazing. Speaking of which,
he never made any money for it though.
No, he needs to make some money.
He didn't get rewarded for it.
I know. He's got to figure that one out.
I got him some money for the podcast.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
do it for free.
Yeah.
And then so I said, just give Adam, you get some, $500 a show or something like that.
That's good.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I know. He was saying you guys are going to start doing it again. He's like, I hope we do. I hope Norm gets his shit together because I want the money.
Yeah. It's good kern for him.
But what I want to tell you is this. With all your wealth and your success, and this is serious from the heart, you got to remember, this is a saying I made up. And when I say, I used to make jokes at 12:30 about him being gay, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when we were starting out, I will tell you one story about Andy. No, what I do is I've decided to become a kind of a social observer. You know me, I like to make jokes about hats. But there's right here, there's a new strain of swine flu that could turn into a pandemic. Like, I don't know much about science, I don't pretend to be a epidemiologist. Sometimes I do, but that's when I've had a little whiskey.
Yeah.
But I do know this, a word cannot be good when it's a combination of panic and epidemic.
So how'd this...
Look, we're reading your resume. It says here your last gainful employment was trying to assassinate a sitting president. That doesn't go good down here. We run a kind of a mom and pop operation. Also, look at that guy, man. Good Lord, I'd like to, whatever. I'm thankful for the fine ladies who live across this country and leave pies on their windowsills. So an old chunk of coal like me might have a meal from time to time.
Okay. Are there a lot of these?
I'm most thankful for, honest to God, is friends.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, Conan, friends. Especially the one where Joey buys Chandler a duck.
All right.
Oh. Hey, I'm thankful that this year the police finally solved the baffling murder of Bob Hope. No, the Burbank police and the LA... and finally... Like, when I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. We're tuning in to listen to comedians doing comedy. Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I like to punch him right in the fucking face.
I'm not an actor and I'm not a comedian.
This guy says your face looks like a cunt. I met you underneath the Queensboro Bridge. You at the time were jerking off punks for $15 a man.
My whole family's watching, man. My grandmother.
Your family doesn't know that when you were a young man, you used to jerk off punks for $15 a man?
You got paid for this?
You didn't get a check?
I did not get a check. Who,
I got
who
a check.
paid you?
Daniel Kelson, our producer. He gave me a check last week.
You got a check from Daniel?
Yeah, I got it right here.
No way. Let me see that.
Yeah, right here.
Let me see this thing. It is from Daniel Kellison. Pay to the order of Adam Egget for services rendered, $15. Game of Thorns.
It's Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what the fuck is that? Whoever watched that?
I mean,
now, you're telling me that's better than Norm Macdonald Live?
I mean, I don't want to say it's better than. I mean, a lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? They have pictures of ladies?
Yeah, ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons.
Sounds like my honeymoon. Kinky Boots is number 8.
Yeah.
Sounds like my honeymoon. There's this guy, Chance Langton. You know him? He's a comic.
No.
But he said when he was a young boy, he loved Shirley Temple. He was 5 and she was 5. The next year, he saw her in a mall. He was 6, she was 50.
And his descriptions of the food. Look it.
What was the music all about?
I just put that there.
Gross.
What kind of sandwich was that? Pastrami or?
I feel like an elephant is not fat. Well, it's so isolated, you see, because there is another sister that lives there, a leper.
So he fucked a leper?
Let's not be coarse. Good God, man. I wish I could find a Hitler of today and go kill him. By the way, I saw that film that you recommended me that you called a fantasy, Shoah. Horrifying. I had a question I wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean...
Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell. It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Norm Macdonald died yesterday. Did you know Norm well?
Well, not well. No one knew him well.
Yeah, no one knew him well. I worked with him. I spent a great deal of time with him, and I feel like I never knew him at all.
But huge fan. A guy who was not afraid to be too subtle for most people. That's ballsy. You know? He did the jokes he wanted to do. I love that.
You believe in Lord? I do.
You do? Are you religious?
I believe in God.
I do too.
That's as far as I go.
Yeah, me too.
and I don't need your buddy Bill Maher telling me I'm an idiot.
I don't like when atheists say all that shit. It pisses me off too. I'm glad you said that.
They don't know shit either.
So I want you to shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Who asked you?
I've never got the answer to the one question, which is why? Why Connecticut children? Why? Why a bomber in Boston? If there is a God, he's omnipotent.
Yes.
If he's omnipotent, he could prevent it.
Yes.
Why didn't he prevent it?
I don't know, man, but you got
I
to
don't
stop
get it.
hanging out in that hot tub with Bill Maher all the time and it sounds like you got a God-shaped hole in your heart.
What the hell are you talking about?
Interesting thing. Some comedians, Larry, I feel, a comedian, what he should be doing is being funny. That should be his goal, to be funny. I feel some comedians, their goal is to be smart. And the funny is like a collateral thing. They want to be seen as smart. Your friend Bill Maher, for instance, you know, he wants to be seen as an intellectual.
Dennis Miller.
Nobody likes a guy smarter than them. That's the worst guy you can be. A guy smarter than the audience. They're going to hate you, you know?
Yeah, it's a very good observation.
All right, let's talk a little bit about China because, Paul, you are an expert. This is your book. As you can see, it looks like many of the menus that you get in restaurants.
I said it had to look like a Chinese menu.
It really does.
It must look like
exactly like a menu. But I know you know a lot about it, and I don't, but here's what I think.
Don't be silly. I heard you speaking Mandarin backstage.
Clinton just re-upped the most favored nation status, which some people have said we shouldn't do. They say we should break off relations with China because China, admittedly, has, you know, as bad a human rights record as Don King. I don't know. It's just bad. But China is a very isolationist country. Historically, they built a wall. I don't know if you know that. And if
That's the Berlin Wall.
No. That's a different wall. That's in Egypt. And if we break off with them, I think they'll just say, well, the hell with you, and go on doing what they're doing anyway. I think the only way to bring them into the family of nations, and I know this is what the president says, but not just this president, many others, is to engage with them. Why is that wrong?
It's not wrong with we already owe them so much money we can't break off them. We have so many slave laborers and little kiddies earning 10 cents a day to make tennis shoes that we owe them a ton of money. We can't break off. I mean, they're not.
Of course we can break off. Of course we can break off. First of all, the president himself in 1992 attacked President Bush for coddling the butchers of Beijing. Do you remember that?
Well,
now
that
here
was
we
during
are.
a campaign.
He doesn't just want to extend most favored nation status permanently. He wants to toast them, celebrate them, honor them. I mean, can't we just trade with them? Do we have to respect them in the morning?
But the whole world, it's tough. The whole... I agree. I don't know why they're the most favored nation, but we do owe them a ton of money. The fact is that they make stuff for the whole world. Every Christmas decoration in the whole world is made in China. Forget Nikes, you know.
Well, that lets you know that the issue is money. Clearly the issue has to be money. I was telling Ariana, I saw a documentary that really detailed the whole events in Tiananmen Square. I mean, and this was some really deep stuff. And if anyone saw that, you know, they would say, well, this is wrong. How can we support any regime or any government that supports this? It was like 2 weeks of Kent State, day and night. But when it's not like, clearly the issue's money.
Kissinger approved of Tiananmen Square, so did Al Haig. Everyone's saying
that doesn't make it right.
No, it's not right. No, it's not right. I think it's despicable. I think it's an abomination. I think it's an abomination. I don't think we should give them most favored nation. I agree with you.
But why not? Because if we break off, other people will trade with them, and they won't change.
Everyone trades with them.
Isn't it hubris to think that we can change China any more than China could change us by making campaign contributions?
Do you know what's the percentage?
Well, we're bending. It's not just that we're not doing anything. We're bending over. The whole world is bending over for them and saying, "Do it to me." It's not.
On that note, Norm, stop.
But it's a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. Because Clinton has a single-faceted policy, which is just trade, nothing else.
But also, do you know what percentage of our exports goes to China? Just 2%. So this is a big myth that somehow exports. Yes, the only Only 2%, that's not much. And on top of it, please explain to me why we don't give most favored nation status to Cuba, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, but we give it to China. It doesn't make any sense.
Because they got money. Cuba,
it's bucks.
Just like what about Saudi Arabia? They have human rights violations there, but they have oil. We don't even hear a peep out of that.
Well, that's where it's uneven. The policy is clearly uneven. And,
right.
I mean, you'd think that someone should come out and say this is what it is.
What
they
I
won't.
find amusing is that no one knows. If people approve and say, Tiananmen Square, that's all right. But they don't know how many people got killed. They say, it's all right, might have killed a few. But no one, even Kissinger, Brian that he is, doesn't know how many people got killed, but saying, it's okay. Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, they said, it's okay, you have to disperse the students. No one knows how many got killed.
Well, how many, Mr. Expert?
Well, I don't know. That's the whole point. If I knew.
I'll tell you why nobody knows, because people forget a very important thing. The Chinese are a lot smarter than us. So it's hard to criticize. But some things we excel at that they don't. I mean,
one thing
I have never seen a Chinese guy in a porno. You know what I mean?
I got to take a break. We'll be right.
I was on Politically Incorrect a couple of times, and fuck, man, you have to have an opinion about every goddamn thing on that show. So,
or you can just do a little homework and write some jokes.
Yeah, but sometimes I remember at the break, like Scott Carter go, enough with the jokes. Yeah. But I'll never forget it. Like I'm very unlearned, and so before the show, Scott came in, who was the
producer. Yeah, he's been on the show. Yeah.
So he said, "What do you think about China and Taiwan?" And seriously, I only know those as words, So I was like, I don't know anything. Like, can't I have another subject? So, anyways, then we get out because he goes because Bill believes this. I mean, anyways, when we get out, we're introducing the guy beside me, the smart guy, right? Mm-hmm. He wrote a book on China and Taiwan. Right. So fucking Bill Maher, he starts with me. He goes like, what was China and Taiwan? I go, I don't know. Fucking ask this guy. What do I know? I'm a nightclub comic. What? Like, that's what made me laugh with that show. Everyone's opinion's equal. Right. Right. Like a nightclub comic and an expert. And then another thing I always found funny about that show is the comedians try to be very serious, and then the serious guys are trying to get jokes. Yeah. So it's like...
it's not always our shining moment.
I do like Bill, though.
No, Bill's great at what he does. Yeah. Like he started out a straight up joke dude, and he knows his shit. And it's pretty amazing.
You know what's funny about him? I don't know if I should say this or not, but I mean he's probably aware of it. When he does his monologue, have you noticed when he does his monologue, he does Johnny Carson?
No, no, definitely. He definitely models himself. I think that's been his style for a long time. He definitely takes the posture.
But I find it very funny because he's got the posture and the timing and everything, and he's like, and then she came in his face, but it's crazy words come out.
And Carson would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, he probably would have. I would have got a thrill from listening to Johnny Carson because I haven't heard the guy in so long. And I love Johnny Carson. You love Johnny Carson. Sure. And so on that tape, they kept saying Johnny Carson on the 911 tape, and I thought it'd be him going like, I feel there's a yak on my chest, or something like
that. A spider monkey just peed on me. Can we get the paramedics here?
But,
Call me to say goodnight. Kiss me once or twice. I'll never let go of you. Fold me into your arms. Stay with me till
let's talk about the military a little, because an important ruling came down last week from federal judge Shira Scheindlin, who said that they could now buy at the PX on the base dirty magazine, if you will. Big military support here. It's a big military state.
There's some deprived military personnel we can see.
She also included videos in the ruling saying they were also protected by free speech, although the plots were kind of thin. No, anyway, it was called the act that she overturned was called the Military Honor and Decency Act, which for years had banned the selling of this kind of material because they said in that act that they thought it would encourage sexual harassment. When now some people are saying maybe the opposite is true. A quick session with the pet of the month, and maybe that soldier is...
Yeah. You get sleepy. You get sleepy. Don't you get sleepy?
What do you mean?
You don't want to rape somebody when you're sleepy.
Why are you sleepy?
Well, after you watch the porno. Listen, I like...
Norm, you have a strange metabolism.
Maybe it's those B12 shots you got.
Right. No, I
You're
like
in high
porno.
school.
I like porno as much as the next guy, you know? And I probably like it... I probably like it 100 times as much as the next guy. But although, you know, I have been watching... this is amazing, because porno is my favorite kind of movie to watch. And yet... I've seen some pornos lately that my buddies have shown me. Have you seen these ones with all male casts? Gay pornos, they're called. These things are horrible. And there's thousands of them. They make thousands of them. They have not made one good one. And I'll tell you what the problem with it is. Quite seriously.
Yes, sir.
Quite seriously, the problem with these gay pornos and every one guys having sex with each other. Who the hell wants to see that? You know?
Maybe you're shopping in the wrong section of the store.
It's not for me.
I wonder if they can't have those in the military base then.
But
don't ask, don't tell, don't watch.
Right. That's an interesting question. I don't know if this ruling includes gay material on the base. Do you know?
Well, you know, it's really ironic at a time when they're trying to sensitize the soldiers. They're sending them to training on how to treat women with respect, and now they're stocking the PXs with porno magazines. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a mixed message, wouldn't you say?
Why?
Well, because these magazines degrade women. They do.
And I'll say one thing.
Why don't you just stand up for this segment? You know, like in the...
This is a little warning for people. Playgirl magazine has not got any girls in it.
I give up.
No, please, this hunk is done. But I don't see what you say. But they don't all degrade. You don't think Playboy
Well, I don't
degrades
look
women,
at
do
them.
you?
Obviously, I don't look at
Well,
them.
then how can you speak
I've
with
read
authority
about
if you
it,
don't look
and
at
I have a general idea of what's
Oh,
going on.
come on.
Have you ever seen one?
Yes, I have, but I don't. I don't go out of my way to look for them. No, I don't.
Well, Norm has some material in
Yes,
his,
I'll ask
dressing
Norm
room.
next time. I'll call him and
He's got
see what
thousands
he
of
thinks.
videos. But they're all male. You might enjoy that.
No.
I also loved that I found out that he died after he died. Because to me, show business, we're here for you. You're not here for us. Now, I'm not judging anybody, but there are people who, whatever they're going through, they share it with the audience. Sometimes the audience loves that. I've never been in that camp. I'm not here to burden you. I'm here to lighten your burden. So the fact that Norm, I didn't know about this, nobody knew about this. Good one, Norm.
This kind of backlash happens so fast now because of social media. And, Adam, I know you've been involved with the Comedy Store for a long time, but when Louis jumped up at the Comedy Cellar the other night, a couple weeks ago, the Cellar's taken a lot of heat from people who were not necessarily customers.
Right.
People
Yeah.
on, the other side of the country or whatever. And we didn't, we never had that kind of thing happen before.
No.
Well, I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
and I did not know this, and maybe you do. Comedians have gone up against Louis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was talking to some
Comedians have said this guy should not be able to ever perform again.
Yeah, I mean, they all come.
If you're a murderer, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm sorry. But if you're a murderer, you go to jail, and they let you off, 20 years later, and you try to get a job as a busboy. And if the guy says, I'm not hiring that guy, he murdered, you know, and you go, but he did his penance, you know, and now you give him a job. That's the humane thing to do. And people go, well, what about the murdered person? And you go, well, of course, he got worse. He, you know,
yeah,
the guy that lost his life, he's doing worse. But it doesn't mean you can't forgive or it's impossible to forgive. I also don't feel anyone owes me an apology in public, you know. I think personally that you owe an apology to anybody that you did ill to. You owe an apology to people that your actions hurt in a financial way or an emotional way. But nobody owes me an apology, you know.
So that's where your shock about comedians comes from.
Yeah, because I don't understand why they're so, you know. I guess I just don't understand how there can be no rules, you know. Mm-hmm. If the rules are drawn out and set down, then that's one thing. But you know, I always thought the audience would decide whether you're an objectionable comic or even a good comic, you know. And so Louis went up here at the Comedy Cellar, and the audience let him know. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But if the audience don't like him, then the club won't book him. I mean, that's how things work. And, you know, just because your heart can break for more than one person at the same time, you know, and a person can do a bad thing and you can feel sorry for that person while feeling worse for the person that had the bad thing done to them. This is all so self-evident. It's hard for me to unpack, but I wanted to use the word unpack.
Well, you know, we also always think of comedians being 100% free speech and stuff like that. And I don't know whether you followed this at the New Yorker Festival, but they had Steve Bannon booked to come in and do an interview, and all the big comedians said, I'm not going to be there if somebody interviews Steve Bannon. And, you know, and it wasn't a thing of, hey, we're giving an award to Steve Bannon, but it was a chance for somebody from the New Yorker to interview him, and who knows what direction that would have went into. But people like Judd Apatow and I'm trying to think of who, Patton Oswalt I know was in it, and even Jimmy Fallon, they all said, well, we won't perform. We won't come and do the panel. And I'm always surprised by that angle.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel, my brother's a foreign correspondent, and he did a 4-year documentary on neo-Nazis, and he interviewed all of the neo-Nazis in the world, from the Ernst Zundel all the way up to David Irving, and he didn't become a Nazi, you know, at all.
Right.
And so I think people go, you know, I certainly wouldn't be a Nazi by hearing this, but Americans, you know, other than me, Americans are just people that will believe whatever they hear, and I think that's nonsense, you know. I think that if there was a Nazi, a person could go watch him because it seems like an entertaining thing, you know. Just the same way you listen to a guy screaming on the corner of the street. You stop and listen to him.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I would agree with you, except for I learned from your show that Adam was in a cult for 3 years. So I guess some people are easily molded.
I just want to stress it was not a Nazi cult.
You know, these cult leaders,
Yeah.
they have a good gig going.
Yeah, yeah.
And they all fall for the same trap, which is they start fucking everybody.
Yeah.
And if you just,
not in that cult either.
you know, you have a good life.
Yeah.
People show up. They give you all your worldly
everything.
goods. You got
Yeah.
all the money, and then you start having sex with the ladies. Then, drunk with power, you're not even gay. You start having sex with the men as well, and you know, and then people go, "Hey, I was watching Fred fuck your wife the other day, and I was thinking, any chance he's not Jesus?"
Processed the information that Rolling Stone had Norm Macdonald ranked 135 out of 144 all-time SNL cast members. Hey, Rolling Stone, you're irrelevant. That's a garbage call.
You know, it's funny when Rolling Stone comes out and says, "Oh, Norm Macdonald, number 147." When did you start smoking?
Oh no, I just do this to relax.
To look cool?
I apologize.
Okay.
I quit smoking.
No, but seriously, when Rolling Stone comes out with a list of who was the funniest,
Yeah.
like they put you like that. I mean, you were one of the best guys on Saturday
That
Night
was a very
Live.
funny thing because when I went to the 40th anniversary, you know, I went to the
party.
My friend had the magazine, the Rolling Stone, you know,
Yeah.
and he's like, they listed all the guys. And then I go, as long as a joke, you know. I said, as long as I'm trying to pick the person that's you know been the least known person ever. So there was a British girl once that was on the show for literally 3 episodes. I go, at least I just hope I beat Morwena Banks.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't beat her.
So I go, wait, and then now I'm in shock, you know. So then I remember when the show first started, they had a fellow named George Coe who would play the old guy.
Yeah.
Because they figured they needed an old guy. I go, well, as long as I beat George Coe, no.
No. Anthony Michael Hall. You didn't beat. Like, I mean, he would probably admit he was not good on
I
that.
didn't beat 3 people that never appeared on the show. Laurie Metcalf.
Oh my goodness.
Who has never appeared on the show.
Who did you beat? You beat like 3 people.
Well, I don't want to say who I beat.
Why do you think that happened?
Because how big an insult would that be?
Right. Were you offended by that, or you really don't care?
No, I didn't care. But, you know, it's just one guy. This is what I learned. I didn't realize this, but I just learned this because my nephew does it. He, as a way to make a living, he just lives with his father in his basement. He makes lists on the internet. Everything about the internet is hits. How many hits can you make?
That's right.
So, you know, when they say, like, you won't believe what these beautiful stars look like now that they're old bags, and then you hit them, you know, and you see a list of a bunch of old bags. And so you end up hitting like 50, 60 once. So my nephew,
right.
For some reason, because it's on the internet, you think it has some authority, but no, it's my nephew in his basement.
I know, but you have
and
the
his
right
best
attitude.
One he did, the best one he did is 10 celebrities that went black but did come back.
That's a good list. Who's on that list? But I mean, it is.
Billy Bob was on.
It's true. Don't we tend to see these things like Rolling Stones, and then we take them as gospel?
Sure.
Like if that makes you feel better, there's something wrong with you. Because it's some asshole sitting there deciding that you were not the funniest guy. And yet, the brilliance of Norm Macdonald was doing the news. That's a fucking hard gig to pull off. And also the Jeopardy sketch. And Larry King, those alone put you at least
in
the top 20.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people. A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore. And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds, 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal. This week, in a secret ceremony in Australia, Michael Jackson was married for the 2nd time. Asked what makes his new bride special, the King of Pop said, quote, "She has taught me about the power of imagination, like imagining that a grown woman is a 10-year-old boy." You know he's a homosexual pedophile, right? You understand? Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th, and it's going to be named Michael Jackson Jr. Michael plans to be with the mother during the delivery, in his words, to make up for not being there for the Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th. It's conception. The last word was conception, so. Last week at a dramatic press conference about the crash of TWA Flight 800, ABC News correspondent Pierre Salinger displayed a document which he believes is proof that the jet was shot down by a U.S. Navy missile. Later, he proudly showed reporters his solid gold Rolex that he bought on the street for just $15. That's one ugly bastard, isn't it? Yeah. This week, renowned heart surgeon Michael DeBakey attacked the hypocrisy of Hollywood stars who oppose the use of animals in medical research and yet wear ribbons supporting the war on deadly diseases like AIDS. In response, animal activist Ricky Lake said, quote, "But the red ribbon diverts attention from my gigantic ass." If it wasn't for the red ribbon, people would notice my gigantic ass more. By wearing the red ribbon, less people... This week, in arguments before the Supreme Court, lawyers for President Clinton asked that the sexual harassment suit brought by Paula Jones be delayed until he leaves office. According to Clinton's attorney, quote, "If the president were hauled into court every time some nut accused him of sexual harassment, he'd have no time to scare up tail." He likes scaring up the tail. Okay. Veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, "boring and uncreative." Admitted Brinkley, "There was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body." The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. People here asked me to do the show, you know. I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, you know. I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, you know. I used to do the Weekend Update news routine, you remember that? And, yeah. That's where I did the make-believe news jokes, you know. That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, you know? Now, with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know what? But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so goddamn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. Okay, so let's recap. The bad news is, I'm still not funny. The good news is, the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back. Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their three best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the third year in a row, crack whore. Finally, in U.S. News and World Report's list of the best and worst jobs for 1996 is out. Last year's best job, multimedia software consultant, was replaced by a new best job, bioindustrial engineer. And in the worst job category, last year's winner, crack whore, has lost its spot. The new worst job is assistant crack whore. Finally, according to the U.S. News and World Report 1997 Career Guide, the best job in the United States for the second year in a row is interactive business system analyst. However, last year's worst job, assistant crack whore, has been replaced by a new worst job, crack whore trainee. I swear to God, this one will really do well. This one concerns a fella that won the lottery. And he was a garbage man. He won the lottery, he won the New York State lottery, and he won like $8 million, and he said he's not going to quit his job. And you've always heard that, right?
Right, I'm going to keep my job.
I'm going to keep my job. And there's only one occupation where the person does not keep his job when he
wins the lottery.
Wins the lottery. You know what that occupation is?
No.
Crack whore.
That was amazing. You pulled it out. I was worried about you for a minute. I thought you were in deep trouble. I thought you might get backed into a corner, have a lot more pressure on you, and then not have anything.
I know.
But the pitch came in low and towards the middle, and you put it out of the park.
No, I didn't.
What are you talking about? When people hear crack whore, they just start laughing. That's just the reaction people have. It's got birds fly in and sing a song. Crack whore. What are you doing now?
I just saw on the TV my hair.
Okay. All right. What we're going to do is We're going to take a little commercial break.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to get security in here. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to you some more because you're going to have some fluids during the break and stuff.
Fluids?
Yeah, you'll see. We'll get that Tanya girl to get them for you.
I thought when you said that, I thought you meant fluids out of my ass.
A couple of times in the 4 years I've been doing this show, someone has stopped me just before I went to commercial to try one more joke. That was the most worthwhile of all the time. We'll take a break, everybody. We'll be right back.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Why are you laughing? You think the grilling grates are flimsy?
No.
No, they're heavy-duty grilling grates. They deliver exactly what you need to achieve when you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man grate. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child rapist, you try not to laugh when he looks at you.
Oh, come on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh.
He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
You know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not
Fish chose victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. But anyways, but you were exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about, okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous.
Well, it's kind of outrageous for you, but anyways.
Some of the 200 Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by extremists in Nigeria have been forced to marry their kidnappers. And worse than that, they've been forced to laugh at their husbands' stories, even after hearing them for the umpteenth time.
You know something.
Yeah, I know.
It's very hard to make a joke about those girls who are kidnapped. When I hear about those things, that is one of the worst. You know,
and yet you got a big laugh out of yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. You know, oh, don't laugh at 9/11 again. 9/11. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. You want me to hear my impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
The 911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why do you laugh at that?
You said it.
Johnny Carson died at 80 years old.
Okay, Johnny Carson died at 80 years old. Would you like to hear my impression? Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell. Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson's 911 call. Because he called while he was having a heart attack.
No.
Would you like to hear my impression? Okay, you be the 911 operator.
Hello, operator Mary.
Yes.
What is your 911 emergency?
I feel like there's a yak on my chest.
Hi-oh. Mike was a grand guy. I said he had dementia at the end. That's funny to you, huh? You know, McDonald, I want to tell you.
No, it's a very odd thing to say.
If you're looking to broaden your horizons, I don't think it's wise to laugh at someone who had dementia.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing that you said.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. And still in line.
He was
You
the best.
just said
I loved him.
Mike Wallace was a great guy. He had dementia at the end.
It was sad that he had.
You didn't
Why
say
is
it
that
was sad.
funny?
You said it as if that's what made him a great guy, was his raging dementia.
You're not hearing things well.
No. So how
You're not
did
hearing
you,
things
so
well.
how did you...
I made a face like it was sad. Not that he was great because of dementia.
That comedian that would rape people at comedy club, no, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college, but when people say, what about the comic?
Yeah. Maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had. Here's a. I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel.
No way.
Nice guy, Vince Champ. His name was Vince Champ.
Oh, no.
I don't know whatever happened to that fella. But a nice man.
Arrested for rape.
He knows. He knows.
Tell him your best story.
My best story was the Steve Irwin. You just fucking told it.
No, if it happened to you. He's a comedian.
No,
he was not. You the Tempe Improv?
Okay.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
No, it was so ridiculous. It was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man! It was something like don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good. It's. I think the punchline was is this a Care Bear cum shot or something? It was really ridiculous.
Don't take a shot at a girl at a bar. I think it has to do with the Care Bears. It's like, what?
That was the worst.
I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
You should open with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should open and close with it.
He can't even tell his own joke.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like...
I was at a party with a friend and I noticed you first, and you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. Seductive.